Planes, trains, and automobiles. We all get around somehow. We've ingrained these systems of transportation into our lives so deeply, we don't think about their inner makings. I'm Steve Guttenberg, and today we're going to take a look at the world of transportation.
Welcome to the Strasburg Railroad, the oldest railroad company still chugging in the Western Hemisphere. Chartered in 1832, it's almost 200 years old, and today welcomes guests to experience railroad travel as it was in the early 20th century.
We've recreated what cross-country, in some ways luxury, steam-era trains would have looked like around the year 1915. What you would have seen would have been one passenger coach and maybe one or two freight cars. From 1918 on, you would have seen just a freight car or two. With the construction of the interstate highway system under President Eisenhower and the advent, along with that, of the modern 18-wheel tractor-trailer rig, by 1958, we were all but dead.
In 1958, the Strasburg Railroad's assets were sold to a group of local businessmen and rail enthusiasts who got together and they decided that they wanted to save and preserve the Strasburg Railroad. They began operating Sunday afternoon passenger excursions to celebrate the reopening of the railroad, and those excursions became so popular that they built that into a business that now serves over 300,000 guests every year.
Strasburg Railroad Company's mechanical department is globally recognized for its expertise, being contracted to provide mechanical services to other historic excursion railroads and railroad museums.
The Strasburg Railroad entered the business of restoration preservation completely by accident. As tourism was increasing in this area and the railroad was operating, they couldn't keep up with demand. So they ended up getting more locomotives and more equipment and more cars and more restorations. And eventually, they got so much work that their names started to get out there. It became one of the biggest tourist lines in the country. And people started coming to them, asking them for help with their own equipment.
We provide a service and perform work that very few other operations anywhere in the world provide. We try not to substitute modern technology into many places in our equipment and still use them as they were built and maintain them in the same way that they were operated historically.
A lot of machine shops, a lot of welding shops, they have a lot of new equipment. We still have like a lot of old equipment I'm sure that you've seen when you came in. You usually see stuff like that in like a museum. I do feel like I am a part of history because I do get to use that equipment, and history was made with that equipment.
We have a tremendous responsibility here to keep these skills alive, to pass on this knowledge.
Excursion railroads like Strasburg expose modern visitors to the past, providing a unique view of the history of transportation by allowing passengers to experience it firsthand.
We still burn coal for fuel in our steam locomotives, and we feel that that's important to maintain an authentic experience for our guests and for our crews. We feel that burning coal in the locomotives does not make a significant environmental impact because the amount of coal that we burn every year is less than a single coal-burning power plant burns in an hour here in this country. And we believe that preserving that knowledge and that experience is important to preserving our heritage and the way that folks interacted with their environment in the early 20th century.
An excursion railroad, by definition, is a train that is chartered for a special event or a special purpose. They offer special scenic tours, special train events, special nighttime events, daytime events, unique scenery opportunities that you couldn't see anywhere else, unique equipment that you couldn't experience anywhere else.
There's very few of these steam-operated railroads around, and almost all of them are relegated to the tourist excursion industry. It's just an opportunity for people to see how their ancestors would have traveled in the past.
Railroads were such a huge part of the American landscape and the international landscape in the early 20th century, and we think it's important that people remember and understand what that was like for our ancestors and the people that came before us and how that influenced the society that we have today.
Passengers of all ages ride the Strasburg Railroad every year, enjoying an exciting, immersive experience. The Strasburg Railroad offers something for everyone.
The Strasburg Railroad welcomes about 300,000 visitors every year to ride our trains. We offer rides for people from all around the country and experiences that are for children, for adults, for railroad enthusiasts, for history enthusiasts, or people that just enjoy a relaxing ride in the country.
We have several different things that keep people wanting to come back here, not just the train ride, so you can mix it up and do something different.
We have our murder mysteries that happen on the train. The moment you step on the train, you're a part of the event. Where the cast is placed, they're sitting amongst the guests as well. So you are completely in this story when you get here. Dinner on the rails, it happens in our dining car. So you're on a 45-minute train ride. During that ride, you're being served a full meal on the train.
Riding on the Strasburg Railroad is more than just a train ride. It's an event. With special events across seasons and holidays, you can celebrate with the Strasburg Railroad year-round.
We have a lot of fun things happening here musical-wise. We start out with a show that we have on our town square stage, which we're currently doing called A Tribute to Vaudeville, which has music from like the 1920s, 1930s style. We feature the Boswell sisters, some music from Ella Fitzgerald, Jimmy Durante, Al Jolson are all a part of that show. We have, of course, our Halloween event. So we have a haunted train ride, haunted rails and tales. Then we have getting into Christmas, where everything happens. We have our Santa Paradise Express trains, which happen on Saturdays and Sundays, where Santa's on the train, carolers are on the train, brass players are on the train, Santa's helpers are on the train. If there's something that you are interested in that we don't have, send us an email and we'll see what we can do for you.
We would love to welcome lots more people to come ride our trains. We would like to expand our mechanical shops and continue offering our services for operations all over the world and introduce more and more people to heritage railroading and to the Strasburg Railroad and the experiences that we can provide.
For more information, visit strasburgrailroad.com or mechanical.strasburgrailroad.com. The Strasburg Railroad Company has a rich history of welcoming guests, servicing steam locomotives, and supporting rail travel at home and across the world. With a dedicated team united by their appreciation for trains, the Strasburg Railroad prides itself on impeccable facilities, entertaining performances, immersive experiences, and smooth travel along the rails, just like life used to be. Whether it's on the platform, back in the shop, or on one of Strasburg's many restored passenger cars, there's something for everyone at the Strasburg Railroad. For more information, visit strasburgrailroad.com or mechanical.strasburgrailroad.com.